At some point back in the mid-'80s, Shopsmith introduced their dust collector. It was really quite revolutionary in its time. And all of the accessories then got an upgrade from their original dust port, which was 1.25 inches in diameter, to a 2.5 inch diameter. Now this belt sander, let me tilt this down, has one of those smaller dust ports right here, 1.5 inches. And obviously I have an upgrade. Now this was actually purchased as a replacement for one just like it that broke, but that machine's in storage, and I figure, well, I have this, why don't I just put it on here? Which brings up a question when you look at the instructions that say that this is for machines only made before 1987. I believe that is when this was introduced, and it's not to say that you can't use this on a newer machine that originally had one of these that has broken, which mine did, for reasons. Man, I was buying a belt sander from someone, and they turned the machine on and cranked it up to a fast speed before I could say a word. They didn't have a belt on it, and it caused the drum to expand, catch the edge of the dust chute, breaking both the dust chute and completely damaging that rubber drive sleeve. So both of those things need to be replaced on that sander when I get it back out of storage. Anyway, in the meantime, somebody asked me this week how to do this, because I guess the instruction sheet that comes with this today maybe isn't totally clear. One thing I do know is this requires a slightly longer bolt than what's installed on this original part, so I'll probably have to go dig around to find that. But let's take a closer look at what we need to do to get this old one off and to get everything ready for this one. It's not a big deal. So here you can get a better look at the dust chute that we will be removing. I'm just going to put this on here with one of the posts. Over here I need to take these two cap screws out, and that is what's holding this part in place. This is a cast chute which is threaded, and so all I need to do is to remove these two cap screws and that dust chute will come right off. Now, do I know what size that is? Of course I don't. I'm guessing. Oh, hey, I got it on the first go. And even though the face of that is rusty, it seems to be coming off pretty easily. Here you go. You can see we're already loosey-goosey over here. You know, those look to be maybe the right length, but what I don't have is a washer and a nut that'll be needed. No, maybe those aren't the right length. Those look a little bit short. So I'm gonna have to see if I have the right part available, but there you can see. Now the advantage that this old aluminum one had is if you're sanding something metal, the debris is not going to damage this aluminum. Now it might set the dust on fire if there's dust settled in here, but I have had situations in classes where we had some sharpening debris that was causing smoldering down inside of this plastic dust chute. So we do need to be wise about that. But you can see that not only will this increase the diameter to fit a standard dust collector hose or shop vacuum hose, it also puts that right in line with the bottom. Now that can be a problem. In some positions, when this is stood vertically, your hose may not be able to fit into it. So this is often used with an elbow. So one of the upgrades that you can get includes this as well as an elbow. But let's see how close we are with this length of machine screw. Oh, you know what? It's so close. It's so close, but it's too short. That needs to be maybe a 1/4 inch longer. So let me go see what I've got. Now, what I have on hand is this is a 1/4-20 screw and 1/4-20 by 1, which I don't know. That might be long enough. It feels like maybe it's not, because I want to use a nylock nut here to hold this in place. I believe that's how I want to move forward. But let's see. Pass that through. Oh, that'll probably give us plenty. Now the question is there room for that nut? There's a little recess here that'll accommodate the nut. Come on now. It may not accommodate this nut. These nuts are a little bit fatter. Come on now. Probably need to get, well, no, there's no way I'll get a socket on that. No way. Huh. Gosh, I hate lock washers, but this might be one of those cases where just a regular nut and a lock washer is going to be a better choice. Darn it. Yeah, maybe. But that probably needs to remain loose until we get the other one in place. All right, that is where we're going to come through with this bolt. Tight fit. Again, there's just enough room for that nylon nut. Here we go. And that machine screw has gone far enough to be in that nylon. Beautiful. Let's come back up here. Tighten this one up now. Of course, the neighbors have started mowing as soon as I begin recording. Every time. If you don't already know, there's a video about this bolt that should pass through the casting here, and there's a pretty good chance yours is missing. Normally in use in the vertical position, you would use that bolt right here. Horizontal position, you use it there, or you just store it there, as I have. Let's move this now into place. Stole an elbow off of something. This will allow us to get up underneath here. Plenty of room to work with. We might see a little bit of plastic dust coming up and over because that chute right now is rubbing just a little bit on the back. It'll be sanded away where it's not necessary. And some of that is likely to come up and over the front. I always forget which way to turn this to track it. Always. Try this horizontally now. Horizontally, we don't necessarily have to use the hose, but we could. And of course the bolt's in the way now. You might ask yourself, do I really need the bolt? There are times you need the bolt. You can't see how much dust that was creating. Let's turn off the dust collector. get the idea? Yeah, that did a lovely job of sanding, but for the amount of dust that's now in the air, I should be wearing a respirator or a dust mask. Definitely run the dust collector. With this larger port, the dust collector or a dust collector will draw the dust and the air more readily. The small ports are fine for small shop vacs, but then you got to wear hearing protectors because of the high decibel sound that those things are putting out. Anyway, I hope that this helps. It's not difficult. You can do it. These are available at Shopsmith, which I have no affiliation with, believe it or not. Make it a great day.